Hello everybody and welcome to the Expat Early channel, and today we are doing a Super League Imperialism in Rugby League 26. I will be explaining the rules for you guys who don't know in a second, but a big thank you because I did an NRL version of this not long ago, maybe like a month ago. It did well and just kept doing well, and now is my most highest viewed video ever on the channel at this current moment of recording. So thank you so much. And because that did so well, we'll do a Super League version, but let's get into the rules. Okay, so obviously you can see on the screen here, I've split the map up in half. So some of the teams are down at the bottom bit of the map, which is on your right hand side, and on the left hand side is the more middle bit of the map. Obviously it's not perfect positions, it's kind of just mixed, and the rules are pretty simple. I'm going to go to the wheel of names, and then that's going to pick one team. Then I'll go to spin the arrow online. I'm going to spin an arrow in which direction it lands, and whichever team is like in that direction, that will verse that team. And the winner will take that team's spot, so that team will disappear, and then, crazy enough, they'll take their best player. And that'll continue to happen. Example, if York beat Wigan, and then they take Wigan's best player, and then York get beaten, that team, if let's say Leeds beat York, Leeds get the best player from York and the Wigan player as well, which will lead to an entire team getting built up on some of the best players from the Super League. But the difference is this time is that I started off with the last one just doing the Sydney teams, but now I'm kind of doing it half and half. So there's like one group of pool here, which is the left hand side, and the other pool is on the right hand side, meaning at the end we'll end up with one side at the top, one side on the bottom, and they'll verse each other to see who wins. So every team has to play a game before they do make the final, unlike last time where the Broncos versus the Titans, and the Titans hadn't played a game at all, and the Broncos won pretty easily because they had a stacked team. So hopefully this is more fairer. I'm done with the explaining now. Hopefully you haven't clicked off yet, and let's get into it. Okay people, we are at the wheel now, so let's get spinning. Who are we going to get? Ooh, we're going to get Hull KR, who are the champs of 2025. And now, so Hull KR are here, they're in the left hand pool. And now we're going to be spinning in which direction these lads will be going. Okay, they are going around northwest, if I'm correct, which is right to York. So the York Knights will be taking on Hull KR in the first game. Right off the bat, no, Hull KR win, and they'll be taking the best player from York. So here we are. York say bye-bye. Hull KR, we're going to give them this bigger area here. Obviously, Hull FC is still a little low. Now, we didn't end up adding anyone from the Knights to Hull because they would have just not even been close to starting at all. So, let's get rid of them before we got the York Knights. Newly promoted, and they are gone. Let's roll it, lads. Who are we getting next? Get Toulouse. Okay, that's an interesting one. So we're going to the second area here. So we've got over here. You can't really see it too well, but you can see a little bit here. They are in the French section over there. Let's spin. Spin. They're going that way. Okay, so like that. I would say they probably hit Lee. Okay, so Lee Leopards versus Toulouse Olympique. Doesn't really matter, but this is another newly promoted side, and the Lee Leopards get a good win. Okay, so as you can see, I've kind of moved them to the side so you can actually kind of like see where they are. It's just for this experiment purposes, but it doesn't matter too much, as Lee will be taking over France basically, with Catalan down there. Catalan, we can return back to its kind of spot just down there like we had it before. But yeah, that's interesting to see. Lee basically in control of France. Let's do a spin. Okay, who are we going to get? We're going to get the Warrington Wolves, or we're going to get the Wolves. Okay, confirm that. Boom. Warrington up here. Let's do a little spin. Spins. Anywhere north is not going to end anywhere. Okay, so that's just going out there, which is nothing because this is the second pole, so you can't attack someone over there. Down. Okay, so that's Lee. That's definitely Lee. So this is a big one. Basically, and the Lee Leopards with another win. they are pretty dominant, and they'll be taking the best player from Warrington. George Williams, the 5'8", is now on the Lee Leopards. Okay, so we've got rid of the Wolves. So now, two teams have tried to attack Lee, and they both failed at it. And Lee have the most ground of any other Super League team at the moment. But the Giants, okay, so where are the Giants located? Oh, they're right next to Lee. I think they'll want to probably step away, Huddersfield here, but they might want to... Oh, yeah, this could be bad. It could be Lee in another match again. Let's have a look. Let's have a spin that is going up. Now, some would say, oh, yeah, they should just like Leeds or something. And that's why we have the two pots. It kind of makes it a little fairer. Down. Yep, that's Lee. So, Giants versus the Lee Leopards. Now, the Giants here are a lower ranked side. But this is a big one. And the Leopards with another win. One of the best players. But, yeah, he'll be on Lee. I don't know if he'll start, though. So, let's have a little lineup. He's a winger. Yeah. He starts. So, just keep getting these bonuses, Lee. That's an important one. So, funny enough, we've seen three teams try and attack Lee, and they've all failed at it. Pretty miserably. Can we see someone from the left-hand pot, or will it be the right-hand side again? Trinity is the team. Where are Trinity based? Oh, ho, ho. Trinity are on the Lee Leopards' right-hand pot side. They go up to Castleford a bit. But most likely, that if on anyone this side or down, they're going to Lee. And they could be they'll be the fourth team to attack Lee today. Let's go. Let's spin the arrow. Honestly, what could it be? They're going down. Yep, that's out into the middle of the water. So here we go. Another spin, re-spin, down, out into the water again. Stop spinning into water. You can't just escape him like that. Come on. Lee Leopards versus Trinity is the next game. On the Leopards with another win over. Now Trinity is gone straight away from the books. God. There he is. He's a second rower. He's 84 rated. I love how their best player now is a new guy. I'm forgetting how crazy this is. 4 teams in a row have tried to attack Lee, and they've all lost. They've all tried to attack him, and they've lost, which is just kind of ridiculous, to be honest. But here we go. The Leopards yet to attack anyone, right? They've just been attacked. Oh, the Tigers. Castleford. Or the Dragons. It is the Dragons. Castleford. That could have been worrying. But the Dragons, and they are attacking Lee automatically. Oh, actually, if they know they go up, they're going to hit Lee. They could do it. They could. The Leopards, by 26 points, take over the lower area. And dominantly. Dominance. Someone. I don't know. I'm very bad with positions, if you can't tell. Who's the... Okay, he's going to replace him. I'm saying, this is not rigged, by the way. This is not rigged. It's crazy. We've seen 5 teams go and try and attack Lee, and they've all lost. But, here we go. Spinning it. Oh, we're getting the Lee Leopards. They'll be finally attacking someone, but they are in another game, meaning they have to verse Castleford. No matter where they go, they own the entire land except for Castleford. If they win that, they win that pot, and they'll be going on to the grand final. So quickly, it is ridiculous. On to the game. The lowest ranked sides, but could they do it? Nope. The Leopards by 31 points. And officially, ladies and gentlemen, the Lee Leopards win pot number 2 and are going through to the grand final. And here we are. Bye-bye, Castleford. Lee wins. So we're going to copy it down. And we go here. Actually, I'll move this into the middle. The Lee Leopards take their first spot into the grand final. I think what's the right colour for them? We'll give them like a red. Yep. Boom. That's just ridiculous to see Lee already dominant. To take the first bit. I'll make these lot a bit smaller now because obviously it is all God, I've just got rid of the land. Because obviously it's already done. So we'll make this is bigger now. Which so we don't actually no, there's no need to even have them because we know they're in the grand final anyway. Here we go. Spin, spin, spinity spin. And the Leeds Rhinos, they're a good side of that. They're so good side. Because you could argue it's a little unfair. There's a lot of really good sides, you could say, on this one. But, what if they're so good they should be able to beat each other and then they'll have an even better team against Leeds, to be fair. So, you can take it as a disadvantage and an advantage. So, Leeds, let's do a little spin. Where will the Leeds Rhinos be going today? They're going straight up. They'll be challenging the 2025 Super League champions, Hull KR. Okay, so we're getting Hull KR versus the Leeds Rhinos. This is a big one. These are great teams. Anyone can win it. If Hull KR go home, though, that would be crazy. No. Oh, yes. Yeah. I'm so confused. But the Rhinos have beaten Hull KR by 8 points, knocking the champs out. That is incredible to me. Wow. That is how close this pot 1 is. But the Leeds Rhinos knocking out one of the favourites early. They've only played one game and they are now gone. Mikey Lewis, the halfback, will join the Leeds Rhinos. As you can see, I put the Leeds Rhinos here. Obviously, because I just might as well do 2. I'm not bothered to do a big one here. But yeah, so Rhinos now have a bit on kind of our board. I think Bradford, they hope this out of the way? I think Warriors might be... Wigan, one of the favourites, might be able to stay in a corner. Hull, if they don't get picked, they might be able to defend themselves, just stay there in the corner. There'll be a lot of strategy. But the champs are gone. The champs are gone. We've got 5 teams remaining in pot 1. And Hull, I was saying, they might be able to defend themselves, but now they have to go invest the Leeds Rhinos, and that is a guarantee. No, what's going to happen here, unfortunately, I feel bad because poor old Hull FC are going to be cooked. They are gone. Oh, they won! They have done it! They have done it! Belongs to the Super League, belongs to the Rhinos, any position except it. So Mikey Lewis is the player who came from the other Hull side, and they'll get Mako Silva. That's big, 290 rated. Well, Hull FC now occupy just this big area here. There's all to Hull FC now, which is pretty shocking. I think most shocking team to get out of kind of this pot is probably Bradford. Unfortunately, my God, boo, the Saints should go. It's nothing to that. I've put the Rhinos were right next to them. It could have an interference, and I want this to be completely fair. And the Warriors will be going. I'm sure I'll get a bit of hate for that if you're a Warriors fan. Obviously, they're the best team in the game, and they'll now be going. And they're in that corner where they can't hit Hull FC, so it's either St. Helens or Bradford for them. Okay, that's out to the water. It's out to the water again. Out to the water, lad. Come on. It's close. It's out to the water. To be fair, if it was like right on St. Helens, I would give it. That's out to the water. Seriously, lad, just... If he does that again, I might just give it to St. Helens if he puts it near that side, this arrow. Okay, well, that's St. Helens. You went over the hole, but no, St. Helens there. Warriors St. Helens. At the totally wicked stadium. St. Helens! They have done it! They have knocked out the favourites. Well, I would say the favourites. Wow. The highest ranked team are gone. They are gone. You got the Bulls yet to play a game. They're the one team who is a newly promoted side, and they've made it to the top 3 of pot 1. Hull FC have a best team, followed by the Saints, who just beat the best team. Well, the best, like, just normal squad team, I would say. Let us spin, and let us see. Oh, the Saints have been picked, so St. Helens will be right back in it. Up is Bradford, and to the right, or north right, they're going the Hull. This is a big moment. Here we go. That's to nowhere. Nowhere again. They're going the Hull. Hull FC versus St. Helens. And then Bradford have survived completely. And that means Bradford will be in the final of pot 1. But this was one of the reasons I mentioned. Because last time out, the Titans got in the grand final and hadn't played a single game. Bradford would have definitely been similar. But if they want to make the grand final, they're going to beat whoever wins this game. Totally wicked. Hull FC get the win. And that's a big one. That's a real big one. They'll take the best player from Wigan and the best St. Helens player. Let's just collect that. It was a 13-point game as well. And my home advantage. Because I feel bad. Because they are going to be absolutely smoked. Who will make it into the final? It is Hull FC by 20 points. And there's no point, unless there's someone really good at Bradford, I don't think there's a point of adding someone from there. Here we are, Bradford were up there for too long. And there we go, Hull, take it over. We'll copy it down. And Hull are the king. Well, Hull FC are the king of the North. Meaning the final is Hull FC versus the Lee Leopards. This is the big game. This should be an exciting one as well. I hope you guys have all liked this video so far. Make sure to subscribe and all that. But now it is the time for the final. Just remember when we had so many teams. Like, here's a little kind of idea of all the teams we had. Obviously, you can't see the French teams, but they don't really matter, to be honest. But, like, to that. I don't think anyone would have expected Hull FC and Lee to be our final. But let's get into this. Much, to be honest, but as long as it's just a little bit better and just done a bit better, it's a bit more fun. We've got good commentary. I'm quite the fan of the commentary pair. I'm not happy about it. I haven't seen a try at all. I don't care who wins. I don't care. I just want to try, lad. Oh, that was pretty good. That was pretty nice there. It's a really nice. Oh, it's forward. Oh, that could be costly. Honestly, The Lee Leopards, they've got the Jet 2 holiday sponsor on their shirt. But after this, they might need a Jet 2 holiday. Oh, why have he gone for the kick? Knock on with the advantage. Why would you go for that? It's too risky. He's gone for it, but he scored it. It's a field goal for Hull, and they might win this just by 1 point. Oh, I'm walking around my seat. You can't see it. But this is... Oh, he's dropped it! He's dropped it! The zero tackle. An amazing opportunity for Lee. They're going for the try. They're going for the win. There's a minute on it. Why did they not go for the kick? Oh no. Are they going to get another? They're not. They're not. Why did they not go for the kick? Why did they not go for the kick? Why did they not go for the field goal? The Leopards could have won. But Hull FC conquer England. What a game. What last minute drama. And thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. We are on the road to 1K. And my voice is starting to hurt. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye.